frugal living ideas to help you save faster. Are you one of those people who finds it difficult to save money? Do you spend your savings and promise yourself that you'll start tomorrow? Do you avoid going to the store with your bank card because you will swipe at every store? Then continue watching because this video is exactly what you need right now. I'll be sharing 10 financial tips to help you get started with frugal living. If you stick around until the end, I have a bonus tip you won't want to miss. The first thing to understand about living a frugal lifestyle is that it allows you to gain financial freedom and achieve your financial goals faster. Now, frugality should not be muddled with a cheap way of living. Instead, frugal means assessing your desires and spending less money on the things that don't really matter to you. If you haven't already subscribed, now is the time because you don't want to miss out on the exciting content we post here. Let's get on to the tips. Number 1. Budgeting. When a fixed price is assigned to an item, it is strictly limited to that price. So no matter what happens, you cannot exceed the amount you have set aside for that specific item. To put it another way, if you walk into a store and a toothbrush is fixed at $2, you will not approach the checkout point and say, "I choose to increase my budget. I'd like to buy it for $20. Of course you wouldn't. So just as you wouldn't randomly add a fee to a fixed rate at the store, you shouldn't randomly add a fee to a fixed budget you set for the month. Budgeting isn't necessarily fun. We all know that, but it is important if we would fit all the puzzles together to become financially stable. I usually advise that you prioritize things that matter to you within the budget you have set and ruthlessly cut out things that don't. Remember, there's nothing wrong with occasional spending on things you like. Just make sure you're saving for these purchases in advance. Number 2. Stop window shopping. I'm going to be perfectly honest and tell you that if I go into any store and I know I am not so mindful of my spending, I will walk out with $50 worth of stuff that I didn't even know I wanted. Trust me, if you're a spender, there is no safe store for you to walk around. Stop telling yourself that you're going to just see what they have and that you won't buy anything. If you need to take a walk to feed your eyes and stretch your legs, then call a friend on your walk or listen to a podcast that you love. This will help draw away spending impulse that might creep in. Number 3. Cancel the gym. Work out at home. Let's be very truthful here. How many times do you use your gym membership card before it expires? So, by the following month, why do you still subscribe and go just once a month? Well, even if you use the gym often, ask yourself if the routine you do at the gym can be done at home. If the answer is yes, then you need to save that extra gym money right now. Do your workout at home. Plus, if you're not going consistently, then it's not worth the monthly subscription in the first place. Number 4. Go to free events around town. Before you decide to splurge on the movies for entertainment and spend that money on tickets and popcorn, why not check out free events around you? There is always that positive seminar that you might stumble on that can bring back that spark you need. And I must say, Google is your friend. All you need to do is search for free events around you, such as seminars, conferences, fashion shows, and concerts. You may be surprised how many events in your locality are free. Number 5. Frugal traveling. I'm sure you'll wonder what frugal traveling is. Well, one of the best frugal living tips is to travel economically. Before you take that vacation, do a quick research to see if it is their off-season, because you can save a major part of your money and enjoy the best holidays still. Another way to save while traveling is to plan to cook instead of eating out. So, your best bet is to settle for a place with a kitchen to help you achieve that. Number 6. Buy in large quantities. I am sure you will agree that buying toiletries in bulk is one of the most frugal tips to save money. If you want to buy in bits, you will spend more money on the cost and time in making trips to the store. Remember, if you purchase items you need all at once, it will save you unnecessary visits to the store that help you avoid being enticed to buying unwanted items. Number 7. Live simple. You are single and living in a 3-bedroom apartment. Not like you can easily afford it without sweat, but you are dispersing through everything you have to afford that space. Why not cut your costs? Yes, I understand that large homes come with some undeniable benefits. However, the prices of living in a bigger space can add up to your expenses. Not only are you paying for more, but also the little costs that come along with it. You will pay more bills, so instead, consider downsizing your living space to a more affordable living situation. Number 8. Eat cheap dinners. Fancy dinners are good, but you don't have to eat elaborate meals every evening. It's just a dinner. And don't forget, you still have plenty more dinners to enjoy. If you want to have that luxury dinner, you can save up for that special dinner. You can make something healthy and simple. And for those who want to make a special delicacy for their families, remember they're not expecting a professional chef. Save some money still. For some great cheap dinner ideas, use Google again. Number 9. Cut down on your subscriptions. I used to get debited at various times throughout the month, and the majority of these debits were from forgotten subscriptions that I put on my card. You know, those that come with a free trial period? Run! I frequently forget to unsubscribe from things that aren't necessarily important to me, and before I know it, I'm paying for subscriptions I rarely use. Do you have more subscriptions than you really need? This is the ideal time to go through your subscriptions and determine which ones are worth keeping. If you cancel the rest, you may find that you have more time and money to devote to one or two important subscriptions. Number 10. Sell things you don't need. Several times I do what I call house purging. It's my way of accessing household items that I do not need, and I sell them off or give them out. Almost everybody I have met is guilty of keeping things that they don't need. Maybe because the sentiment's attached or other strange reason I cannot begin to list. You see those undersized clothes, shoes, or your child's toys that they've outgrown? It's time to let them go. Please don't hold on to the clothes you haven't worn in a while when you know you don't plan on wearing them again. Those clutter you get rid of could be turned into cash with little effort. There are various platforms to sell multiple items. Search for them and sell your used items. Okay, we've seen 10 tips, but I promised you a bonus point, and this is it. Go for a car you can afford. Mobility is one of the priorities in every day-to-day movement, and having your car saves you time. So yes, the car is a major purchase, and it is one of the largest purchases you will make in your life. Regardless of that, buying a car you can afford is critical. One way to know a car you can afford is to check the cost of maintenance. If the cost of maintenance is higher than your income, it's not worth it. I know it can be tempting to want to pull out money for a car that seems like the perfect fit for your taste. But take a pause. Can you afford it without breaking your savings? If you need to buy a car, check for the one within your budget and stick to it no matter the amazing cars the car dealer shows you. Let's run through it all again. Earlier, I said budgeting is one way to help live a frugal life. I also mentioned that window shopping isn't all that necessary, especially if you know you will walk out of the store with a handful of bags. Also, if your workout can be done at home, I see no reason why the gym membership subscription should still be active. Scrap weekly movies and attend free seminars and concerts. Travel with a budget and you will still get the best out of your vacation. Also, shopping should be done in bulk to save time and money. No doubt, living in a big house is great, but that would only be gainful to your finances when you can afford it. But for now, get something comfortable and small. Don't forget that dinners are not always supposed to be elaborate. The critical thing is to eat healthily, and you are good to go. If you want to save your card from being debited, cancel unnecessary subscriptions. You should also sell household items you don't need. And lastly, make sure to get a car that fits right in your budget. Without a doubt, the prospect of drastically altering your way of life can be daunting. However, it is best if you take it one step at a time. Consider whether something is worth the money before purchasing it. Ask yourself if you could find a better value somewhere else. I'm sure there are plenty of other ways to save money. If you know any, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Please drop it in the comments section. I'll leave you to start spending wisely.